Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our virtual college visit series. Today we have Randolph-Macon College with us. We are super excited that they're here to present to us today so we can learn more about their wonderful college and then, of course, answer any questions that you all might have. My name is Mrs. Edwards. I'm the career counselor with both Atlee and Patrick Henry High Schools, and I'll let Ms. Corbin introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Corbin. I'm the career counselor at Hanover High School and Mechanicsville High School. Great to be here with everyone today.
And so we are just gonna, I'm gonna hand everything over to Miss Olivia McGuckin, who is gonna get us started with today. We do ask that if you have any questions throughout today's presentation, please feel free to put them in the chat. And then of course, we will give specific time for question and answers at the end of today's presentation as well. So with that, Olivia, I'll just pass it off to you.
Thank you so much, and really appreciate you guys hosting Randolph-Macon today. Really excited to be here. My name is Olivia. I am the admissions counselor who works directly with all of our students and families from Hanover County. So it's great for you guys to be able to hear from me and speak with me today, and just be able to learn a little bit more about Randolph-Macon College. A couple housekeeping tips. I do have my colleague Faith, who is monitoring the chat. So Faith is going to go ahead and pop in the chat right now a registration link that you guys can fill out to be able to record that you attended your visit with us today. If you are in the process of applying to Randolph-Macon or you plan on applying to Randolph-Macon, it's great to go ahead and fill out this quick form because it will show on your application that you did take the time and show interest in visiting, doing the virtual visit today, which is great. We encourage you to use the chat feature throughout our meeting today. If you're not comfortable doing your questions out loud or you just prefer to get them answered immediately, Faith will be answering them. Faith and I are both graduates of Randolph-Macon College. Faith majored in business and communications, and then I majored in studio art and art history. There's a couple years between our graduation years, but we can speak directly to the student experience, which I think makes us great representatives to meet with you today. I might also ask if you're not presenting or asking a question out loud that you do turn off your microphone just so that we can have the best audio for the recording. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I love showing this picture as our first slide. It is our campus center, our Brock Commons Student Center in the heart of campus. You can see the umbrella tables there. They're being utilized a lot right now. We are hosting classes on campus. Students also have the opportunity to go virtual or be on campus and learn a little bit virtually as well, depending on what model works best for them. We also have a lot of our Hanover County students that are commuting to campus just so that they can maintain distance when they are living at home, be able to come to campus for their in-person classes, but then also learn virtually if they can do that as well. But again, those umbrella tables are serving our students really well to be able to learn outside and socially distance as we go through. So we have our first slide here, which is our quick facts. You guys are in the benefit of knowing that Randolph-Macon College is in Hanover County, which is fantastic. That can mean for some students that we're 5 minutes down the street. It can mean for other students that we're 40 minutes down the road. My husband is a graduate of Mechanicsville High School, and so he really enjoyed having the convenience of Randolph-Macon being close to home, but then also having the distance of 40 minutes to home, being able to have that separation a little bit from his family as he was going through his Yellow Jacket experience. You can see some of our quick facts here on this page: the average classroom size, the number of majors and minors we have, the total population of our students right now is around 1,600. So we are definitely considered a smaller college, but really allow that to support our students in their educational experience, which we think is incredibly important. You can also see some of our organizations and student involvement over on the right-hand side of your screen. And then of course, we like to highlight our Edge Career Center. That is something that all of our students have access to throughout all of their time here at Randolph-Macon College. And it's definitely something that's important to think about as you're transitioning not just to college, but also to your goals after Randolph-Macon. You guys are probably thinking about, especially our seniors, their application process. We do have our early action deadline coming up just around the corner here on November 15th. Randolph-Macon does offer the common application. We are a partner with that, and also our own Randolph-Macon application. Both applications, whichever one you choose to submit, is free. So that's really great. There is no application fee. Our early action students, they are not committed to Randolph-Macon under that application deadline. So it's great for students who say, I know that my grades in my junior year are really strong. I feel confident with that. I want to move forward and submit my application under the November 15th deadline. We also have our regular decision deadline, which is March 1st. Those students, it's great for them to be able to say, I'd like for my mid-year grades of my senior year to be taken into consideration. Maybe I'm looking to strengthen my resume with some volunteer activities. I want to include those, or they just have a little bit more time to work on their applications. So you have those two different deadlines for students applying to Randolph-Macon. As you're going through the application process, these are the things that we're looking for. Most importantly, it's your transcript, your record of your grades and the courses that you've taken at your high school. We're also obviously looking at any advanced courses that you've taken, honors, IP, AP, IB, or dual enrollment coursework. We do have a lot of students that come to Randolph-Macon already having their associate's degree from the Advanced Academy, which is really, really great if you have that. If not, that's okay. It's just great to be able to see students who have worked successfully at the level of rigor that they know is best for them. Our average admitted student has B's or better on their transcript with some level of rigor. And so that's what we're traditionally looking for our admitted students. The other items here, your personal statement that's included in your application. We do require one letter of recommendation to complete your application. We also have sections on both applications to submit your extracurricular involvement, or you can also attach a resume, which is easy to do. And then if you've taken any dual enrollment coursework, or you are considering applying as a transfer student, maybe down the road, you'll definitely have to submit your college transcripts as well. This year for us, it is optional to submit your test scores. So you can submit your SAT or your ACT, or you can choose not to and move through the application process. It does not affect your opportunity for merit-based scholarships or different opportunities that you'd have as a student here at Randolph-Macon. So I'm happy to elaborate more on that in the chat feature, or I know Faith would be, but I think that's really great is that you don't have to submit your test scores to move through the admissions process for Randolph-Macon College. Last but not least, we have the optional opportunity to do an interview. Excuse me. I recommend the interview for any student who maybe thinks that the above parts of their application might not necessarily represent them to their fullest potential. So maybe you had a rocky transition to freshman year, or maybe the impacts of going online education with COVID-19 really affected your grades. Maybe having an interview with me would be a great way to talk about that and really advocate for yourself as a student. We do recommend signing up for an admissions interview either just before you submit your application or just after, so that we can take that conversation into consideration with your application and in the admissions committee decision. So you can sign up for an admissions interview on our website, or you can email me directly and I'll share my contact information at the end of this presentation. So next, we're going to talk about merit-based scholarships and financial aid. The great thing about applying to Randolph-Macon is that you are automatically considered for the merit-based scholarships, which you can see on that top row of this slide. You'll either be considered and receive the Dean's Award, the Trustees Award, or the Presidential Award. So one of those awards will be given to you. It will be told to you in your acceptance letter what that dollar amount is. And then you'll be guaranteed to receive that award for each year for up to 4 years that you are a student. You don't have to recompete for that award. And then you can see that our Trustees Award and our Presidential Award students have the opportunity to interview for an additional monies on top of their base award. And that usually is with a faculty member here at Randolph-Macon College. We use your merit-based scholarships and then your need-based aid, which we are able to build out through the free application for federal student aid, to build your comprehensive financial aid package. And that package will come to you usually in March March or April of your senior year. So after you've been admitted to Randolph-Macon, you've completed the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, we'll be able to build and send you that comprehensive financial aid package. One thing that's great about Randolph-Macon is that you automatically receive the Virginia Tuition Assistance Grant for deciding to apply to a college in the state of Virginia. If you go to any private institution in the state of Virginia, you should be receiving that Virginia Tuition Assistance Grant in your application, or excuse me, in your comprehensive financial aid package. The other thing too is that Randolph-Macon gives every student and family that completes the FAFSA a FAFSA filer grant, and that usually is around $1,000 each year that you submit the FAFSA for up to 4 years at Randolph-Macon College. So those are some really easy ways to help bring down the total cost of coming to Randolph-Macon College. So as we move forward, you guys are doing a great thing today, taking time, checking in, taking an opportunity to meet with a college that might be of interest to you or maybe that you're applying to. We also encourage you to stay in touch with us. You can do that through virtual information sessions. We also have an open house going on this week, and we'll have those on our website for students in the future to check out. If they didn't attend live, they can watch the recorded sessions, which is great. We also have some special events, like if you're interested in some of our specialty programs like esports or show choir or our orchestra or ensemble, you can meet with them directly through a specialty meet and greet session, which are on our website. You can register for those. We also have some really great opportunities for students interested in nursing to be able to meet with a nursing ambassador, which is a current Randolph-Macon student in the nursing program, and they can show you a virtual tour or an on-campus tour of our nursing building. So again, some great programs for some specialty interest students who are interested in those opportunities. We're also doing some college fairs, and those are still going on, and we have those recorded as well if you're interested in doing those. I also encourage students to check us out on our Randolph-Macon Admissions Instagram page, because we have some really great student takeovers. Also some deadline reminders, like how to keep on track with your application progress. Also, application tip Tuesdays, Macon Majors Mondays. So some really great themes that you can follow along as you go through your application process. So you guys have done a great job. This is me. We appreciate you checking in today, and I see some chats going on in the chat feature. If anyone's interested, you can definitely screenshot this information, but I know that Miss Edwards and Miss Corbin also have my contact information if you need to get in touch with me or would like to reach out to schedule that admissions interview. I'm also happy to answer any questions as you're thinking about your college options that might be from your family members or for those that are helping you through your application process or are invested in your admissions experience. If they have questions, they can also reach out to me as well. One thing I'd also like to point out lastly is that we are open for on-campus tours right now. So you can schedule an on-campus tour Monday through Friday, and we have a couple Saturdays left, this Saturday and next Saturday. And then we'll be offering some limited capacities as we move into the Thanksgiving and winter break, just to keep everyone safe with COVID-19. But definitely look at our website and check out the visit options if you haven't toured us, because we'd love to have you guys on campus. All right, so that is the end of my presentation. I will move back to our home slide here and see if we have any questions here in the chat that I should address. Faith, is there anything that you think I should address to the group altogether?
I think you covered everything. I had some chats with April, so any questions from students?
Are there any student questions out there? Anyone that would be comfortable turning on their mic? You keep your video off, but would love to be able to chat with you as well. Okay.
And I will say, Olivia, that we had several students sign up for today's visit. So it would not surprise me if once they watch this visit, when they're able to, between today and tomorrow, that they will have questions as they normally should and would. Would it be best to reach out to you directly? Is that what you would prefer?
Sure. Reaching out to me directly is always the quickest way to get to me. Students can also fill out a questionnaire form on our website, but that goes to our main admissions number, and then they'll just forward that to me. But emailing me directly is the quickest way. I am working in the office for the rest of the month of November. So some students I know might be comfortable calling, or some parents, so they can reach me on my office phone as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. And are there any questions, Ms. Edwards or Ms. Corbin, that you have that I can answer for the whole group, or that you know that your students might be curious about that I didn't address?
You addressed quite a bit, and some of the questions that I had, then you addressed them. So, you know, from a counselor standpoint, I have to say I've always really appreciated how, I guess, of a personable experience that you have made this process for our students. And to me, that's something that really stands out about your college and makes it stand out. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for those comments. Appreciate that.
Yes, and you covered all of my questions as well. I don't have anything additional. The only thing I had asked Faith in the chat before was about if students can still fill out this registration form later. And so she said that was fine, and you guys would still have that open for them. So I'll send that out with them with the video link.
Yes, I have it open for a week, but I can leave it open for longer than that if you think that would be helpful.
A week is probably fine, because they'll get the link today, and then they can go ahead and submit that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll leave it open until the 16th.
Perfect.
And they can do that. Perfect. Yeah. I know we do have a lot of interest from our Hanover schools with our show choir. So I've already seen some students with that. And then we've been gaining some interest as well with our nursing program. I do like to mention that our nursing program is a direct entry program. So freshmen or incoming freshmen apply with their Randolph-Macon application and then go through that decision process along with their Randolph-Macon admissions decision. And then with our show choir, esports, orchestra, ensemble, there are some additional scholarship opportunities as well. So I always encourage students, if they do have those interests coming out of high school, to continue those in college, to definitely put them on their application. I know sometimes it's hard for students to brag about themselves, but the college application is the time to do that, because you never know if there's additional scholarship opportunities there for them. So do like to point that out. I didn't mention that earlier.
Well, we really appreciate your time today, and we will certainly be back in touch. I feel like we have a great relationship with you all, since you are literally right down the street. So hopefully we can continue to partner on things moving forward, and I know we will, and we will be staying in touch with you.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much for hosting us today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.